Hi, and welcome to another session of Strong Body, Strong Mind with me, Coach Dan. So now into our fourth session. Our focus today is going to be moving on to a morning routine. So in the last session with Coach Kevin, you focused on a bedtime sleep routine. We're going to bring this to the fore today, a morning routine. And what we're going to do is actually bring this to the front of the session. So we're going to do our breathing first to prepare you for the morning, for the day, for whatever the task is at hand. And that task today is going to be then our movement. So we're going to breathe, move, and then recover. You're not going to need any equipment today either. If you do have a floor that is wood or tiled, you can maybe get a towel for this, because there is an option on one of the movements today where we can use the towel as a floor slide. If you don't have that, not a problem, because I will provide you with alternative movements as well. So without further ado, we'll get going, and the purpose of the morning routine is to upregulate the nervous system and to oxygenate the body. But first, as always, we need to warm up our respiratory muscles. So we're going to lay down on the ground in your comfortable position. If you prefer to sit with this, that is also okay. Nasal breathing only. Draw the air in through your nose for 4 seconds and breathe out for 8 seconds. So with me, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue with that cadence. 4-second inhale, 8-second exhale. Remember, we want the belly to rise. We want to fill the middle of our body with air, so the tummy rises, the ribs expand. Everything fills like a tire being blown up. And then just let the air go slowly through the nose. 8 seconds. And as you continue with this cadence, I just want you to bring your own attention to your body. So starting at the top of the head, just a slow scan all the way down. Feel each muscle group, each segment. Muscles of your face, your jaw, your neck, your upper back and shoulders. Just work your way down. Get a feel. Areas that have some tension, areas that are particularly relaxed today. Sensation of your body in contact with the floor. Just scan your way down, still with the same breathing cadence. In for 4 and out for 8. Pulling as much air in as we can on the 4-second inhale, then expelling all the air from your body slowly through the exhale. We'll go here for just 1 more minute. If you reach your toes on your scan, start to scan back up the body, through your toes, your feet, your ankles. And this time, when you find an area where you feel tension, just pause your focus onto that area momentarily. Take a nice deep breath in, and then feel that area relax as you breathe out. Continue for 30 seconds more. And And now you're more capable of drawing more oxygen in. We're going to focus on the main part of the morning routine, which is to really charge the oxygen in your body, so get as much oxygen in as possible. This is quite an advanced breathing cadence, so if you feel dizzy, lightheaded, unable to keep pace, that's okay. Do it a little slower, do it at your own pace. You can do this in a seated position. You can continue to lie down. I'm going to demonstrate from the seated position. It's rapid breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So it's just 10 times. Try and keep pace with me as best you can, but alter if you need to. And then we slow it right back down. So we inhale for 6, hold for 2, and exhale. In for 6, hold for 2, exhale. Continue now with this cadence. So we'll spend 2 more minutes. Now we've created the opportunity for our body to draw in lots of oxygen. We inhale for a full 6 seconds. The pause briefly allows that oxygen to transfer into the cells and the blood to be distributed around the body. And then we quickly expel the carbon dioxide so that we can start again on the 6-second inhale. 6 in, 2 hold, force it out. Two more reps. Okay, maybe you feel a little lightheaded there. There's a lot of oxygen going into your bodies, into your brain, into the muscles, into all the cells. Now we're driving up our nervous system as well, preparing for our movement. So if you need to take a break, take a quick break now. We're going to stay on the ground at first, and we're going to dive into breathing practice to help activate through our core muscles. So as we've done in the past, nice deep breath in, breathe in through your nose, 4 seconds in, and then as you breathe out, if you have your fingers under the arch of your back, just press down, squeeze your fingers into the floor. You can take your fingers away and feel the tension in the abdominals. Hold that tension, take another breath in, out, and relax the tension from the abdominals. Breathe in, breathe out, pressing down, increasing the tension here. Breathe in, breathe out, release. 3 more reps. 4 seconds on the inhale, 4 seconds on the exhale. And this is your last time on the exhale, and the pressure into the ground. Hold it there so the tension remains. Push up into a glute bridge. We can do this with arms raised. We can press into the ground to give a core assist. Your choice. But we're just going to do small marching movements. So we're only lifting my heel maybe 10 centimeters off the ground, alternating legs, focusing on staying stable at the hips as we go from a good stable 2-foot base to a less stable 1-foot base. Today we are doing 10 reps on each leg, so we're holding this position, marching for a total of 20 reps. So a morning routine, maybe our morning coffee, pretending that's balanced nicely on the hips without or with minimal deviation. So 20 total reps. Give you time to finish that movement, and as we prepare for the next one, we go with the same activation. Breathe in, breathe out, contract, pressing down into the ground. This time also, you can raise your shoulders up, or we can extend the legs. The more advanced version is to also extend the arms. So we're in this hollow hold position. That in itself is a difficult movement to maintain. So you can start there with a 30-second or up to a 30-second hollow hold. We can also advance this, give you a little bit of a choice today, to rock a little bit within our hollow hold. So you can start with small movements, taking them bigger. As you're rolling down, you don't want to get too much of a slap from your back into the floor. So it's a controlled roll. Think of a bowl rocking back and forth like a seesaw. So if you're going hollow hold, we'll go here 30 seconds. If you go hollow hold rocking, we're going to work 8 to 10 reps. And you really should feel it in the middle of your body, so in the abdominals and the deep lying muscles of the core. Second movement, we are going to come over onto our front, so we're going to go into the quadruped position. So we do a little bit of flip-flop in here today, front, back. Corkscrew your hands into the ground where your wrists are directly under your shoulders and your knees are directly under your hips. We'll take the right hand and the left knee just off the ground, and as if there's a wall in front, a wall behind, you're going to push. We're not focusing on going high, we're focusing on going long. Return to the hover position, never touching the ground. Push, return. Push, return. Take a look at my pushing leg. I'm driving through my heel, creating tension through the lower half of my body. We're going to do 10 reps on each side. When you've done 10, you can place the hand and the knee down, reset your position, corkscrew the hands into the ground. Ensure, breathe in, breathe out, you're engaged, and you can breathe behind the shield. Left hand, right knee, and push. 10 reps. You can see now on this side, my knee never touches the ground. Push. And this is one we really want to slow down. Familiar movement for many of you, you've seen it, you've done it many times. We just want to make sure you execute it with the maximum benefit of the movement. 10 reps on each side. Next, as I said, we're going to flip-flop. So we're going to flip-flop back onto our backs. One of the key things, and I'll mention at this point here, when we're at home, when we're limited equipment, when you're not with us in the gym, you're less able to do explosive work. And if we're not doing as much explosive work, we're going to lose elasticity. And a lot of the elasticity comes from our tendons. And it was common after the first lockdown globally, especially with many professional athletes, tendon injuries started to occur because tendons had become deconditioned. We rely on our tendons to keep us reactive and springy. So this exercise is going to focus on exactly that, specifically the tendons in the lower leg, which we're using every day as we walk and as we move around in our daily lives. So you're going to come again in a bridge position, coming up, the legs on the ground. You notice at the moment I'm flat foot, but I'm going to make contact with the ball of my foot, the widest part of your foot. I'll go slow first. I'm going to move around the clock. 12, 6, 9, 3. Any order, or the 4 points of the compass, but you're going to do this 5 times. On each side. Give it a go. So as you do that, ball of foot contact, 4 points of the compass, and work around the compass 5 times. Same then on the other side. Ball of foot contact, compass points, five times. The goal is to get off the ground as quick as you can. So as soon as the foot contacts, we're springing into the next compass point. 5 on each side. Nicely done. Flipping back over again, we're going to go into a push-up position. Now again, you have options here. We can do this from our knees. We can do a full push-up version. If you don't have the wood tile floor with a nice slippery towel, this is what I want you to do. Perform your push-up, down, as you push up, raise one hand to the sky, down, raise the same hand. We do 6 reps on each side, so 6 on one, 6 on the other. If you have the ability to slide along your surface, and I'll use one of these slides here today, I will reach, our overhead reach in our push-up is done on the ground. So I've got my one hand on the slide now, and as I lower myself into my push-up down, my slide reaches up. I push, comes back in. So as I mentioned, maybe this is a towel on your floor at home. You can do this full push-up. You can do it from your knees. You can even do it, and this is a really beneficial way to enhance your push-up, from an elevated position, like a bench, at home, a sofa, a stool, but the same thing applies. You can go full, push up, raise. Same side, 6 times. So let's hit that, 6 reps on each side. So that's 4 movements. We have one more movement for today. We're going to come up onto our feet. We're going to adopt our familiar split stance position. So half kneeling, 90 degrees, there or thereabouts, with your weight shifted onto your front leg. Hovering up, so this is the lowest position that you'll hit. We're never hitting the ground. Split squat. At the bottom of your split squat, turn towards your front leg, and then when you're in the rotation, you're reaching towards your back heel, opening up on this near side as it faces you. Middle push. Down, rotate, heel, middle push. 6 times. Down, rotate, reach, and return. So you push the ground away from underneath you. Maintaining your balance throughout that movement. Same then, exactly the same on the other side. Always good to set up at the bottom to make sure you've got the right stance. Weight on the front side. Remember what we said before? Big toe, little toe, heel creates that tripod of stability. Hover is your lowest position. Push at the bottom, rotate, reach towards that back heel, opening it up, maybe feeling a stretch in your hip flexors. Go at your own pace. It's better to go slow and stabilize than to rush through the movements. You're going to get more benefit from it. You start to feel the quads burning a little as you go through those 6 reps. So just a quick recap. We have 5 movements, the hollow hold with optional rocking. We have the quadruped with opposite reach. So down on the hands and knees. Remember here to push through the heel, driving walls away. We want to develop tendon stiffness and elasticity in our glute bridge with our taps 4 times around the compass. We want to do our push-ups, and we've got lots of options for the push-ups today. You can go with the slide, or you can go with the reach at the top from a variety of positions. Floor, full, knees, or elevated, hands on a bench or on some objects that you have around the home. And then the final one is that rotation, reaching for the back heel in the bottom of your split squat. 3 total rounds. I will post the reps and the sets down in the comments box. You can pause the video here and complete your rounds. Okay, so well done on the movement today. It's starting to get a little bit more complex in what we're doing as we're stitching different movements together. And you can see we're starting to build up now from the ground into things that are going to challenge us against gravity a little bit more from kneeling and standing positions. So you want to finish off the session by recovering or setting our body in the right way to recover optimally. So we're going to go back to some breath work. And in our breath work today, we're going to practice a little bit of gratitude. So right now, maybe your breathing is a little bit faster. You've gone through your 3 rounds. Maybe you did 4 rounds today. Well done for that. You're going to lay down on the ground, take nasal breaths only, gradually try and slow your breath down. So with each breath, go a little bit slower. Keep your inhales around 4 to 5 seconds and your exhales 8 to 10 seconds. That's our aim. So we're going to slow it down to a 5-second in and a 10-second out. All still through your nose. Remember, you can take your thumb and your index finger out and up with a push to open up the nasal passages to allow you to get more air in. Work for about 2 minutes, slowing the breath down, working towards 5 seconds in and 10 seconds out. And as you continue with this cadence, you can perform that scan again. So now from the head all the way down, scan through the body, feel the muscles in your face, your jaw, your neck, shoulders, up the back, just working your way down. Identify any areas where you can feel there's tension or fatigue. You can momentarily pause with your focus on that area for a breath, focusing on that muscle relaxing before moving on, scanning all the way down to the end of your toes.
When you're comfortably in that breathing cadence where you can exhale for 8 to 10 seconds, we're going to go and switch up the cadence. Breathe in for 4. Then we're going to hold at the top for 5 seconds. So you're going to hold the full lungs 5 seconds before exhaling 8 seconds. This time you can exhale through your mouth as if you're breathing through a straw. So the lips are pursed. Create a small opening in the mouth to slowly release the air. In for 4. Hold for 5. Out 8 seconds. And as you do this, I said at the beginning we're going to practice some gratitude. When you're breathing in, I want you to think about something in your life that you're grateful for. Maybe it's something that's already happened today. Maybe it's something that happened yesterday. Maybe it's something more general in your personal life, in your professional life. It's a super positive aspect of your life right now. So breathe in, think about it. When you get to the breath hold, create an image in your mind and hold on to that image for the full 5 seconds of your breath hold. Slowly release and relax to that image. Breathe in, thinking about what you're grateful for. Hold the image and the picture in your mind. 5 seconds. Slowly releasing through pursed lips, relaxing to that positive image, that one thing that you are really grateful for. Continue with this cadence for another 5 or 6 breaths. And then when you are done, you can slowly open your eyes if they were closed. Just move your fingers, move your toes. Just make sure that your body is aware and you're able to come back into the present moment. So the morning routine I will include down in the comment section, and within our Microsoft Teams group as well. I will post exactly the kind of things that you need to be doing there within your morning routine, including how we hydrate and how we attack the day. I hope you're still practicing as well with the cold showers. So now as we end our second week, we're trying to increase the cold showers. And one thing that you can try next, if you've mastered the maybe 30 seconds at the end of your cold shower, is to add 30 seconds at the beginning. So start with the cold, 30 seconds, 5 to 6. Nice deep breaths in the cold. Go as long as you want then in the warm, in the hot shower, and then finish again with another 30 seconds cold. Give that a shot. I look forward to hearing your feedback. If there's any questions, you can reach out to myself or Coach Kevin. You can reach us on our regular emails, or you can send us a post in the Microsoft Teams channel. Enjoy the rest of your day today. We look forward to seeing you again next week.